Good morning, students. I am N.K. Jha from APS. I am well, and I hope that you will same for me by the grace of God. On Saturday, I had already taught tense and in tense I had already taught you simple present. So in that class, I had already given you a structure like subject plus first form and fifth form of the verb plus other words. Other words is very important, especially for class 9 and 10, because it is divided by me into two groups. Number one, object, and number two, complement. Object is also necessary and complement is also necessary for you. Whenever you will find object part in the sentence, then you will have to concentrate on verb, and that verb will be certainly taken from transitive verb. So focus on it because very logical concept, otherwise you will be in problem. Second things, you will have to ask me question if any doubt creates in front of you. Whatever taught by me in the class. So, I want to give you advice. If any kinds of doubt in your brain, then you have to ask without any hesitation. And third thing, always you will have to concentrate on topics because it is online class, and always you will have to concentrate on online class because this is very peculiar and very important. And you can discuss with the teacher by reading. After reading, you can ask me any kind of doubts if you have, any kind of questions you have, and it's your moral duty how to ask and how to understand the real concept of the theme. Now we are going to express the usage of simple present, because simple present always denoted by subject plus first form and fifth form plus other words. Without this, we can't write present indefinite and simple present. By the help of this structure, we can form simple present. I had given example of simple present and some facts you have to know and you have to understand. Just like we often use adverbs and adverb phrases like always, frequently, often, usually, sometimes, every month, once a week with this tense. That means in simple present. Understand? Any doubt? If you are feeling after reading it, after understanding it, then you have to ask me a question, and I shall try to provide you doubt clearing class of day 1 and day 2, and today is day 3, and so you will have to understand simple present, how you will form simple present. So a structure like this have to follow, because it is must for all of us. And you know very well, tense is the backbone of English, and English is a linking language. So always focus on it. Subject plus first form or fifth form plus other words. Where you can use first form, I had already given in notes. Whenever the sentence begins with I, we, you, they, and more than one subject in the sentence is related with simple present. And on the other hand, when the sentence is started with subject after fifth form, that means S or ES form in the sentence, that sentence is really taken from present indefinite. That means in two conditions we can express simple present. So, just like example, I eat a mango. And certainly you can tell me this one subject and this one first form, and this will be object. This is not complement. This is not complement, because object always influenced by verb. This is verb, this is verb, and this is subject. Subject को काम चाहिए. One who works in the sentence is known as subject. Okay. वर्ब सब्जेक्ट के द्वारा जो काम किया जाता है इज नॉन एज वर्ब, और वर्ब का जो इम्पैक्ट मैंगो पे पड़ता है, इम्पैक्ट जिस वर्ड पे पड़ता है उसको हम लोग ऑब्जेक्ट कहते हैं. ये आई है, ये मैंगो पे इम्पैक्ट डाल रहा है. कैसा इम्पैक्ट डाल रहा है? खाने का. इम्पैक्ट पड़ेगा या नहीं पड़ेगा? पड़ेगा. मतलब जब इफेक्ट वर्ब का इफेक्ट वर्ड पे पड़ेगा तो अदर वर्ड से ऑब्जेक्ट कहलाएंगे, और यदि इम्पैक्ट नहीं पड़ेगा तो वह वर्ड्स कॉम्प्लीमेंट कहलाएंगे. जस्ट लाइक सेकेंड एग्जाम्पल, he laughs at night. Look, second example. He laughs at night, and both sentence is taken from simple present. But in first sentence, the last part is object, and in second sentence, the last part is complement. Why? यहाँ सब्जेक्ट के द्वारा मैंगो को इफेक्ट किया जा रहा है, मैंगो पे इफेक्ट पड़ रहा है, बट यहाँ ही लाफ्स एट नाइट, मतलब वह रात में हंसता है। रात पे, नाइट पे कोई इफेक्ट पड़ रहा है क्या हंसने का? नो। सपोज कीजिए आप रात में हंस रहे हैं तो रात पे कोई इफेक्ट नहीं पड़ेगा। कैसे? रात लंबी हो जाएगी, रात बड़ी हो जाएगी? नो, नेवर। तो आप अच्छी तरह से आप समझ गए होंगे द डिफरेंस बिटवीन ऑब्जेक्ट एंड कॉम्प्लीमेंट। सो ये जानना बहुत ज़रूरी है, बिकॉज विदाउट दिस यू कांट अंडरस्टैंड द रियल कॉन्सेप्ट ऑफ एक्टिव एंड पैसिव वॉइस। ये सेंटेंस जिसमें ऑब्जेक्ट होता है उसमें जो भी वर्ब होते हैं वो ट्रांजिटिव वर्ब कहलाते हैं, और जिसमें कॉम्प्लीमेंट होता है उसमें इंट्रांजिटिव वर्ब इंट्रांजिटिव वर्ब कहलाते हैं। और जिस सेंटेंस में ट्रांजिटिव वर्ब होगा उसका हम पैसिव वॉइस बना सकते हैं, और जिसमें कॉम्प्लीमेंट होगा उसका पैसिव वॉइस हम नहीं बना सकते हैं। वी कांट फॉर्म पैसिव इफ द सेंटेंस इज रिलेटेड विद कॉम्प्लीमेंट। If the sentence is related with object, then we can change that sentence into passive form. Logical. Okay? Any doubt? No. Second things, whenever you will find these adverbs like always, frequently, often, usually, sometimes, every month, once a week, always, and generally it is used in simple present. Just like example, he always comes late. Listen to me. In this sentence, we are using always, and always is used in simple present. So like these words, like these adverb phrases, like these adverbs, whenever you will find and you will have to form the sentence in simple present, not present continuous, not perfect continuous. Logically, have to use in simple present. Understand? Now, I think and I mean to say you have no any doubt in simple present. Number 2. Present continuous. Present continuous. You know very well present continuous, but here we have to know some facts about present continuous. So firstly I want to give you some structures like subject plus is are am plus fourth form plus other words. This is the structures of present continuous. Subject plus is or am plus fourth form plus other words. And by the help of these structures, we can form present continuous. If the sentence will be tally, then you can tell it easily without any hesitation. This sentence is related from present continuous. Just like example, I am reading a book. This is very simple. How you will calculate, how you will catch the sentence like this. Whenever anybody asks you, this sentence is taken which part of the tense, then you will have to concentrate the structures of present continuous and tally with the structure. If once you get the sentence is related with this structure, then you can tell it easily this sentence is taken from present continuous. So firstly, I have already given you some concept how you will catch the sentence like this. So firstly break the sentence and after that you will find it easily. This is subject, this is helping word, this is fourth form, and this is object. And tally it subject here. This is a helping word, and this one fourth form of the verb, and this is object, that means other words. And this is already equal from this structure, so we can tell it easily. This is present continuous. This sentence is taken from present continuous. More example, you can look, you can see. You are teaching me. Third example, we are going to market. we are going to market. Now you can break it, and breaking after you can receive subject, helping verb, fourth form, and other words, that means object or complement, and the sentence is in present continuous. Now here you are teaching me also present continuous, because the sentence begins here with you, and you is working here as a subject, and after helping verb after fourth form of the verb, and this will be other words, and you have to decide yourself after looking first class. So this is other words, and this one object or complement you have to decide. But certainly I can tell the sentence is taken from present continuous. So I think after reading it, you have no any doubt. But reading after, if you have any doubt, then you can ask me question, and I will try to provide you certainly a doubt clearing class. So concept is very clear, and always in present continuous, subject after helping verb is RM, after fourth form, after other words you can use. Helping verb always आपको थर्ड फॉर्म ऑफ द वर्ब और फोर्थ फॉर्म ऑफ द वर्ब के पहले यूज करना होता है. बिना थर्ड फॉर्म के, बिना फोर्थ फॉर्म के हम हेल्पिंग वर्ब यूज नहीं करते. इट मीन्स वर्ब कैन प्ले a role, vital role, and we can use helping verb as a verb as well as helping verb. Helping verb can be used as a verb as well as helping verb. Just like you have to focus on it, this is helping verb here, and helping verb after this is fourth form of the verb, and this is also here helping verb, and helping verb after fourth form of the verb. So it is indicating here it is main verb, here it is main verb. So before main verb always comes helping verb. Main verbs, that means fourth form here. फोर्थ फॉर्म वर्ब के पहले हमेशा हेल्पिंग वर्ब यूज होगा. फोर्थ फॉर्म वर्ब के पहले हमेशा हेल्पिंग वर्ब यूज होगा. अंडरस्टैंड? सो वर्ब कैन बी प्लेड वेरी vital role, and you will have to focus on it always without a structure you can't get proper knowledge. So by the help of a structure you will have to follow it, and after reading you can estimate and you can comment any types or any kind of problem if you have, and you can ask me without any hesitation. Again and again I am telling you this type of a statement. So you will have to follow the structure like this whenever you are going to solve present continuous. And the present continuous always formed by subject plus helping verb is rm plus fourth form plus object. I think it's a very clear class, and I hope you shall understand very easily and very nicely. And thanks. Have you any problem? You can comment and you can ask me questions.